What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Peak Performance Engineering. I'm Brandon, and today I want to show you guys my new chainsaw that I just picked up from Home Depot by Ryobi. So this is Ryobi's 40 volt 14-inch electric chainsaw, and I'm gonna have another video that'll be up soon on the leaf blower. If it's not already, I'll probably put a link somewhere in this video. But if you guys don't know, I do already have the Ryobi 18 volt brushless string trimmer or weed whacker, depending what part of the country you're from, and the thing is freaking awesome. It displaced my 4-stroke gas weed whacker, and then before that I've had a bunch of 2-strokes, and by far this electric weed whacker is amazing. I was this close to almost pulling the trigger and actually purchasing Ryobi's $4,000 like, I don't know, 52-inch riding lawnmower, and I ended up not doing it. I ended up finding a good deal locally to have a lawn service come and take care of my yard. So that's awesome. But around here I still have 3 acres of property. I still get quite a few fallen trees or fallen branches that happen periodically, and I need to be able to cut them up. And my property is pretty long. It's about 1,000 feet long. It's not very wide, but I used to have an electric like a plug-in chainsaw, and it works awesome, way better than gas, because I always seem to have issues with gas chainsaws. But with the electric one, it worked great. There was no issues. But the problem is, from my house to the edge of the property on either side is 500 feet. And so sometimes if I'm towards the edge of the property where I have some fallen trees right now, they're probably 400 feet from the house. And so I need 4 100-foot extension cords kind of all put together, you know, to be able to drag it out there and do it. And that's just a pain in the butt. So I needed something that was mobile, something I could carry around. And so that's where this came into play. So I just got this, like I said, from Home Depot. I think this was like 180 bucks or 160 bucks, and it came with the battery. I was gonna get the 10-inch one at first because it was like 60 bucks for the tool only, and that one ran off the 18 volt batteries, which I have a ton of them. But after looking at it, it just looked like it's not really gonna work if I have some larger branches, which I do get from time to time, or right now I do have a couple fallen trees. They're not huge trees, but they're probably 18 to 24 inches in diameter, and so I need to be able to chop those up. So I'm hoping this 14 inch is going to work. Also, by going with the 40 volt, I'm hoping that's going to give it some extra power, extra run time. So it does come with a 4 amp hour 40 volt battery. I looked on Amazon. You can start to get some of the Chinese knockoffs are starting to pop up right now. So hopefully in the next year or two there'll be more of those, because right now if you have the 18 volt batteries from Ryobi, you can get the Chinese knockoffs on Amazon for relatively cheap. You can get, for example, a 2-pack of 9 amp hour 18 volt batteries, and those things will last, I mean, in a drill, they'll last a whole year. It's insane. But even in my string trimmer, a 9 amp hour, it'll do all 3 acres string trimming on just one go. But you can get 2 of those for like 90 bucks, 80 or 90 bucks. If you want to get 4 amp hour Chinese knockoff ones, a pair of those are only like 50 bucks. So the prices on those batteries have come down a lot. So hopefully that'll happen pretty soon in the future with this 40 volt stuff. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed, and maybe later today, or if not tomorrow, I'll get you guys and show you guys kind of how this thing is actually working on clearing some fallen trees. Back way up. All right, cool. Already got chain on. Here's a battery. Owner's manual. Make sure you guys register your products. That's something I find is really important, because 2 years from now, you're not going to remember where you bought your stuff from or any of that stuff. So register it now. As soon as you get it out of the box, just get it taken care of. That way, if you have any problems down the road, the company won't be fighting you on it. So, pretty good unit, pretty lightweight. It's not incredibly lightweight or anything. It probably weighs as much as my electric, my corded electric chainsaw. But yeah, feels pretty good. There's no battery in it either, so that's going to make a difference. And with my leaf blower, my 2 batteries that came with that came fully discharged, so I'm sure this is going to be the same way. So we'll probably have to get this on the charger and then do some live action a little bit later on. Yep, so dead. So we'll get that charged up. But just for first look, I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, it is what it is, right? It's a pretty inexpensive you know, 160, 180 bucks with the battery. I mean, just these batteries, if you bought the battery alone, it's like over $100 from Ryobi. Even the knockoffs are still expensive at about 80 bucks. So I think this one was something like 150 or 130 without the battery, and then it was another like $30 to $50 with the battery and charger. So it just made total sense to go ahead and, you know, actually get the battery. So between this unit and then my leaf blower, which that unit came with 2 batteries, I'll have 3 batteries that I can swap out. So should be more than enough, you know, to be able to, you know, cut stuff down or leaf blow and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to use this thing. I think this is going to definitely be more than enough for me around my property. So yeah, let's give it a pause until we can get the battery charged, and then we'll get some live action. So kind of interesting, but just to point out kind of the differences. So this is the battery and charger setup that came with my leaf blower. So a little bit bigger unit, and you can hear that fan running. So kind of interesting with this beefier unit. You know, you don't have any fans like that, of course, with your 18 volt stuff, right? But then even this unit, the smaller chargers, must be maybe a bit slower to charge, but you know, this one's just solid. There's no fan or anything, at least not right now that I can hear. All right, fellas, so all we've got to do to get started now, I've already got some bar chain oil up in here, and literally all we're gonna have to do to start sawing some stuff is pop in our battery, and that's it. We're done. There's no putting in gas or mixing 2-stroke oil or having those special stupid little $20 cans of recreational fuel that's for your stupid chainsaw. None of that. No more of you know, pulling the stupid go handle. None of that crap. Okay, so look, pop this up. We're ready to rock. That's it. So obviously the last time you saw me a few seconds ago, I was in a t-shirt. So it's been a few months actually, and I've kind of been lazy and I never actually finished this video. So in between that time of starting the video and now, I have used this saw a few times around the house for some small stuff, some small, you know, little trees, bushes, things like that. And it worked great. And we actually had some trees taken down up north at our little cottage cabin. And the guys just kind of fell them for us, and then we had to chop them up and use it for firewood. And I used the saw, and the thing worked fantastic. And between the 3 or 4 batteries that I have, I was able to just maybe saw for, I don't know, 20 minutes on a battery, let's say, and then just swap the batteries out. So I got like, let's say, a full hour in of cutting between the 3 batteries. So it worked pretty freaking awesome. They were actually some pretty large size trees. So far so good. The thing's been awesome. I love just being able to pick it up, pop a battery in, go to town, no fussing with you know, chokes or any of that kind of stuff. So it's really been great. It has plenty of power to get through stuff. This one, I forget if it's like, this is a 14-inch, so it'll actually, you know, cut a pretty decent diameter. So there's not much of an issue. Now, what has just happened is last weekend, like a lot of us around the country, there's been some crazy winds happening. So here in Michigan, one of my trees in my front yard actually fell down, a big old pine tree. We're not gonna chop the whole thing up today. I'll probably wait till springtime. But I will take the saw and I'm just gonna kind of do some quick cuts, some smaller stuff, just so you guys have an idea of what you're buying if you're looking at getting this thing. But it chops through stuff, like I said, really nice and easily. And it's quiet and you're not dealing with all the crap. So I'm a big fan, but let me just show you guys, you can make your own decisions. So would you guys just have a freaking look at this, man? So last weekend, I think on Saturday, we had some real strong winds and boom, this big old pine tree got blown over. And this thing wasn't dead. I mean, you can see it's green. It's just pretty shallow roots, and it's been so unseasonably warm. Like right now it's December 15th and it's 60 degrees. So pretty crazy for here in, you know, Metro Detroit. So I'm sure that, you know, wet soil, you know, usually around this time, everything would be frozen. Those strong winds just took this thing out. So anyway, I'm just gonna go grab our saw. Maybe we'll just cut some small stuff. You know, I'm not getting crazy. I don't even know if I'm gonna do this one myself. I might even have the tree guy come in the spring and chop up all the big stuff. I can get all the little guys off, but we'll do a little bit today just to show you guys, give you an idea. All right, let's get her going. So first things first, we got our safety glasses on, and let's just give her some chopping action. So no problem. So, you know, it's about 6-inch diameter, 8-inch diameter. Cuts through, you know, any small stuff, like just your typical homeowner crap, I mean, this is overkill, if anything, right? Blowing through that stuff. So let's come over here. Let's check out some more of this stuff. Blow through a few of these guys. All right, guys, so hopefully that just gives you a little bit of an idea. Like I said, I think I got about maybe 20 minutes or so of just, you know, straight cutting on one battery, which I think is pretty good. Obviously, if you're cutting thicker stuff, you know, if you're trying to cut, you know, the center of this bad boy, which this is probably, I don't know, 24-inch diameter, it's going to go through batteries quicker. But I think for your average homeowner like me, this isn't happening for you guys a whole lot, right? I mean, I've lived in this house 8 years. This is the first time a big tree like this has come down. So like I said, I'm probably not even going to tackle this. I'm going to end up having a tree guy that we use for all the rest of the property come out and cut it. But I'll probably just do the small stuff just because it's pretty easy. I can use all that for you know, making some bonfires, things like that. So anyway, so far so good. I'll probably do another video in a few more months just to kind of see how it works, if I still like it 6 months from now type thing. But so far so good. I would invite you guys to definitely check this thing out. I think it's pretty awesome. You know, besides this thing, I've got that leaf blower, my string trimmer. I've all gone to Ryobi electric, and I think it's pretty fantastic. So I'm real excited, you know, to continue on with the trend of electric because, you know, as much as I love gas stuff, gas cars and power sport stuff, you know, for the around the house stuff like this, it's just so much more convenient with the battery powered stuff. So anyway, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Go ahead and click that like and subscribe button. Look around on the channel. I've got quite a few other videos, some builds on the cars, on some go-karts, and some other reviews that I've done. So if you guys could check those out, give them a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Doesn't matter, it helps the algorithm. Thanks, guys. See you on the next one.